Let's move on now to our next story. Stakeholders in Borno State gathered to mark the International Day of Persons with Disabilities with a strong call for the passage of the bill for the establishment of the Commission for Persons with Disabilities in the state. Now, this comes as wife of the governor of Borno State, Falmata Babagana Zulum, empowered several individuals with disabilities at the government house in Maiduguri. News Central correspondent Umaru Kirawa completes the report.
Surviving the aftermath of the years of insurgency in itself is a story for persons with disabilities across Nigeria's northeast. While efforts are being made to construct and model schools to suit the persons living with disability, the community seems to require more inclusion.
We need our bill to be signed. And secondly, we need an order for public buildings to be accessible. We have a lot of issues because up to now, we don't have an SA and we are not fully represented in this Executive Council.
Da yanzu haka mutane mu kusan mutum 100 an ba su keken dinki, mutum 45 an ba su injin nika da kuma akwai mutum 150 wanda aka ba su turaren wuta da wasu abubuwa. Babu abin da za mu ce sai dai godiya a wannan lokacin. To muna son mai girma gwamnan mu na jihar Borno ta taimaka ya dauki wani wanda zai ba wa mai bukata ta musamman shawara a tsakanin shi idan yana kallon wannan mutumin ba za a iya mantawa da mu a jihar Borno.
Wife of Borno State Governor, alongside the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, among other government officials, are here to celebrate and empower some of the vulnerable persons with disability in the state.
As we celebrate this International Day, I call on all stakeholders to join us in amplifying the leadership of persons with disabilities. Let us work together to break down barriers, challenge discriminatory attitudes, and promote equal opportunities for all.
I want to reaffirm the commitment of the Ministry of Women Affairs and indeed the government of Borno State to ensure that persons with disabilities are not just included, but are at the forefront of shaping our future.
The event, which included representatives from disability advocacy groups and civil society organizations, focused on this year's theme, amplifying the leadership of persons with disabilities for an inclusive and sustainable future.
Disability is not inability. There should be no discrimination against people with disability.
Stakeholders left the event energized, determined to push for the passage of the bill and to continue amplifying the voices of persons with disabilities in Borno State. In Maiduguri for News Central, Umaru Kirawa.
As Nigerians join the rest of the world to mark the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, hundreds of citizens, mainly from the disability community, converged on the nation's capital, Abuja, calling on duty bearers to commence the implementation of the nation's Disability Act and ensure adherence to the Act's employment quota. They embarked on a road walk along several streets in the capital, calling for inclusion and a guarantee of equal opportunities. Our correspondent, Idong Joseph, tells us more.